Another round of applause to wonderful, wonderful performance right there. And that brings us to the end of our performances. And Your Excellency, it is certainly visible, your value of the creative arts, to sit here for 4.5 hours and watch each one of them. Why don't we thank His Excellency the President and Her Excellency the First Lady? It just shows how much value he places on that. And allow me, Your Excellency, before we progress to the speeches as they clear the stage, to just invite our MCs this morning who are helping us here. Rebecca Vuyanzi, we have Sarah Naliaka, Ian Kendago, Prosper Mudhama, Grace Rehema, to kindly just come, and we appreciate you for a job well done. Why don't you just stand here on stage? Just come up here so that you can all be seen. And also Samara. Where is Samara? Yes, Samara, you're also one of them. She interviewed the President and Her Excellency, the First Lady there. Samara, I want you to stand in the middle. I want us to give a wonderful, warm round of applause to our wonderful, wonderful presenters. Let me just give you an opportunity to just say your name and the school that you come from one more time.
Hi, Rebecca Vuyanzi, Kisumu Girls High School.
How are you? Sarah Naliaka from Mombasa GS.
Good afternoon. Ian Kendagor from Bartolimo Boys High School.
Hi everyone. My name is Tamara Mutano. I'm from the Riara group of schools.
Hi, I'm Prosper Mudhama from the Alliance High School.
Hi, Grace Rehema from the Kisumu Girls High School.
Your Excellency, you can hear there is the Alliance High School, there is the Kisumu Girls. Tuwapigie makofi one more time as you exit stage. Perhaps you can just say hello to His Excellency, just to, appreciate what you have done this afternoon and this morning. Thank you so, so very much. Tuwapigie makofi mara nyingine moja. Thank you. A quick photo with His Excellency and Her Excellency, the First Lady. A job well done. Well done. When we were that age, I don't think we were that confident. We probably were playing with other things and not, playing on stage. Thank you very much. We may take our seats. Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defence Forces. Your Excellency, the First Lady, Mama Rachel Ruto, the Cabinet Secretary for Education, Honorable Julius Migos Ogamba. I see we also have the Governor for Bungoma, Honorable Ken Lusaka, the adjudicators, teachers, the chair for, let's give a clap for the adjudicators. They're the ones who made sure that we saw what we have here today. We also have the chair, Kenya National Drama and Film Festival, Professor C.J. Odhiambo. And as we transition now to the speeches, I'll invite the chair for Kenya National Drama and Film Festival, Professor C.J. Odhiambo, to just make some brief remarks before we progress with the rest of the program. Karibu sana. We can just have it here. Are we good? Open. We also wanted to reveal him, so we'll just open the curtains now as we reveal the chair. Jifiche hapa kidogo ndio tukureveal kama nini kama vile students wamefanya. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this as though we had not seen him, just for revelation purposes. Ladies and gentlemen, why don't we put our hands together for the chair, Kenya National Drama and Film Festival, Professor C.J. Odhiambo. Tumpigie makofi. Karibu sana.
Your Excellency William Samoei Ruto, Your Excellency the First Lady, Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Education, Dr. Julius Ogamba Migosi, and all other distinguished guests, adjudicators, educators, parents, learners, ladies and gentlemen. It is with immense honor and deep gratitude that I stand before you this afternoon at State House, Nairobi, on the occasion of this state concert marking the 64th Kenya National Drama and Film Festival. We are profoundly privileged to be hosted by Your Excellency. A performing arts platform of learners with a unique space to discover, nurture, and showcase their creative talents. What began as a modest initiative has blossomed into a national movement that celebrates theater, film, dance, spoken word, poetry, mime, and others, firmly anchoring Kenya's cultural identity while embracing innovation and modernity. We actually saw the mosaic of our nation on stage today. This year's theme, Bold Storytellers, Digital Spaces, Driving Kenya's Development Through Theatre and Film, reflects our collective aspiration to harness the power of digital technology in telling stories. Our learners are not only performers, they are thinkers, innovators, and narrators of Kenya's journey. Through their creative expression, they address issues of governance, inclusion, national cohesion, and sustainable development, demonstrating that the arts are a vital pillar of nation building. Your Excellency, the festival remains a critical pillar in the implementation of the competency-based education framework. It provides a practical which learners develop core competencies such as creativity, communication, collaboration, and critical thinking. Moreover, it directly supports the arts and sports science pathway, ensuring that the talent is identified, nurtured, and developed into viable careers within Kenya's growing creative economy. Allow me to commend Your Excellency for your previous pronouncements on the promotions of teachers. More than 450 teachers were promoted, and we thank you. And these were mainly those who excel in co-curricular activities. This recognition has greatly motivated educators across the country who dedicate their time, talent, and passion to mentoring learners beyond the classroom. In the same vein, we extend our sincere appreciation to the Teacher Service Commission through their CEO, Evelyn Mitei, who apparently was my student in the university, for actualizing this vision through the promotion of teachers who have demonstrated excellence in co-curricular activities. This is a significant milestone that affirms the value of holistic education and the indispensable role of teachers in talent development. Your Excellency, as we continue to make progress in this journey, and in response to this year's theme on digital stages, we humbly wish to present a forward-looking proposal. We respectively request Your Excellency support in the establishment of regional centers for performing arts, equipped with modern digital stages across the country. These centers would serve as hubs where learners from every region can develop, refine, and showcase their talents before advancing to the national stage. Such infrastructure will significantly enhance the digitization of the festival, enabling high-quality recording, live streaming, and archiving of performances. This will open up opportunities for the monetization of talent through digital platforms, expanding the reach of our learners beyond physical audiences and positioning Kenya as a leader in creative digital economy. Furthermore, these centers will provide continuous access to professional facilities, mentorship, and innovation spaces, thereby strengthening the competency-based education pathways in arts and sports sciences, while ensuring equity and inclusivity for learners across all regions. Your Excellency, we are also mindful of the financial challenges that continue to affect the sustainability of co-curricular programs. In recent times, funding for these activities has faced constraints following budgetary constraints and reductions from the National Treasury. Consequently, the festival and other co-curricular engagements have largely relied on sports fund, whose disbursements have not always been consistent or adequate to meet the growing demands. It is in this regard that we humbly request you, Your Excellency, support in advocating for a dedicated and direct funding stream from the National Treasury, specifically for co-curricular activities. Predictable and adequate funding will ensure timely planning, equitable participation, and the maintenance of high standards across all levels of competition. Steady funding will yield immense benefits for our learners. It will enhance access and inclusivity, strengthen the competency-based framework, and support structured pathways. Most importantly, it will empower learners to transform their talents into sustainable livelihoods, contributing to job creation and the growth of Kenya's creative and cultural industries. Your Excellency, allow me at this juncture to express our profound appreciation to all our partners who have supported the festival in various capacities. Your Excellency, with the indulgence, can I ask them just to stand for recognition? All our partners. All our partners, please. Thank you very much. Your contributions, financial, technical, and professional, have been instrumental in successful delivery of this year's program. We particularly wish to acknowledge and appreciate the presence and support of the Chief Executive Officers and representatives from Equity, KICD, the Communications Authority, KCB, EACC, HELB, COOPS, CASNEB, Coca-Cola, and Indomie. I've used the abbreviations just like our friends in South Africa like doing it to save on time. And all other partners present. Your continued collaboration affirms the shared national commitment to nurturing talent and investing in the future of our young people. Your Excellency, I would like to highlight the successful conference that was held along the festival. This important forum was supported by Tunga Africa and the Kenya Actors Guild, who brought for us professionals to train our teachers and learners as a way of injecting professionalism that would then lead to monetization of their products. The conference brought together performing arts scholars, practitioners, and industry experts who engage directly with our learners. These interactions provided a platform for dialogue on the competency-based education framework, particularly in relation to the arts and sports pathways. Learners had the unique opportunity to gain insights, mentorship, and exposure to emerging trends in the creative sector, thereby bridging the gap between education, training, and industry practice. Your Excellency, allow me also to briefly speak to the selections of teams that are privileged to perform at this state concert today. The competition at this year's festival was exceptionally high, bringing together learners from early childhood development, primary, secondary, colleges, and universities. In selecting performances for this prestigious occasion, careful consideration was given to ensure regional balance, diversity of genres, and overall excellence. It is important to note that while the Gala Festival rightly belongs to the winners, the state concert reflects a broader national showcase, one that celebrates inclusivity and represents the richness of talent from across all regions of our country. We therefore deeply appreciate all learners who made it to the Gala Festival, and we extend special congratulations to those who have been selected to perform before you this afternoon. Your Excellency, your presence here is a testament not only to your talent, but also to your discipline, creativity, and commitment to excellence. As I move towards my conclusion, Your Excellency, we also respectively appeal for continued support in the recognition and promotion of festival organizers and coordinators whose tireless efforts ensure the success of these national programs. Their contribution is invaluable in shaping the future of our learners and sustaining the excellence of the festival. As I conclude, I wish to reaffirm our collective commitment to nurturing the talents of our young people and to positioning the Kenya National Drama and Film Festival as a cornerstone of education, culture, and national development. Before I conclude, Your Excellency, I want you to allow me to ask the adjudicators to stand for recognition. Adjudicators. So these are the adjudicators. Thank you. On the same tone, I would want to take this opportunity also to ask the members of the executive committee to also stand up for recognition. So these are the people who organized this festival. And I want to give special mention to our executive secretary, Janet Lagat, to our head of directorate of field coordination and co-curriculum activity, Mr. Nelson Mabele Sifuna, and to our Director General, Dr. Elias Abdi. I would also want to take this opportunity to recognize all the vice chancellors of our national universities who are here, if they can also stand for recognition. And a special mention to Professor Engineer Mushiri of Dedan Kimathi University, who hosted the university festival. I also want to mention the principal of Kagumo Teachers College. She said that we just call her Mama Irene. Thank you, Mama. And finally, I want to recognize the chief principal of Nyeri National Polytechnic, who hosted the TVET festival. So allow me to express once again our deepest gratitude to Your Excellency for hosting this state concert and for your steadfast support of the arts and education sector. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Thank you. One more clap for Chair. Thank you very much, sir. Allow me, Your Excellency, at this point to invite the Cabinet Secretary for Education, Honorable Julius Migos Ogamba, to make his remarks and in turn invite His Excellency the President. Why don't we welcome him with a warm clap, please? Karibu sana Waziri.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Mama Rachel Ruto, Your Excellency, the Governor of Bungoma, Governor Lusaka, the Chairman of the Kenya National Drama and Film Festival and the Executive Committee, the teachers, the parents, our young, talented, and budding thespians here present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Your Excellency, we are deeply honored and privileged to be your guests here today for the state concert of the 64th Kenya National Drama and Film Festival. We are most grateful that you found time out of your very busy schedule to attend this event. Your presence here today continues the pattern of your steadfast support and visionary leadership in the transformation of our education sector into an inclusive and future-oriented system. Your Excellency, the Kenya National Drama and Film Festival is an opportunity for the reflection of our past, present, and future, just as it is an assessment of their talent that has been shown here today. It affirms that learning is not confined to textbooks and assessments, but extends to creativity, expression, innovation, and critical engagement with society. Indeed, this platform exemplifies the aspirations of the competency-based education, which seeks to nurture well-rounded learners equipped with practical skills, values, and competencies necessary for the 21st century. Through drama and film, our learners develop communication, collaboration, creativity, and critical thinking, competencies that are indispensable in a rapidly changing world. It is indeed befitting that one of the pathways under the competency-based education system at senior school is the arts and sports science. Your Excellency, the creative arts, particularly drama and film, play a critical role. They provide a platform for raising awareness, shaping attitudes, and inspiring action on contemporary issues such as environmental conservation, social justice, and national cohesion. This festival is not only a celebration of talent, but also a reflection of the immense opportunities that are within the creative economy. The intersection of education, creativity, and technology presents new pathways for the employment, entrepreneurship, and national growth. This is why, Your Excellency, I wish to take this opportunity to call upon our partners, sponsors, and stakeholders to deepen and strengthen support in investing in the talent development and creative industries, supporting digital innovation and content creation, and sustaining linkages between education and industry. Your Excellency, as I conclude, may I thank the various institutions, both public and private, that have generously supported this festival. Together, you have made this festival the success it has been. May I also express our appreciation to the chair of this festival and your team, and to our educators and organizers for making it a success. And to our learners, you are the embodiment of Kenya's promise. Your creativity, your confidence, and courage inspires us all. I congratulate you for all your outstanding achievements, effort, and excellence. Continue to dream, continue to create, and continue to lead. It is now my distinct honor, ladies and gentlemen, as we stand to welcome His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya to deliver his remarks. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Let's take our seats. Asanteni sana. Kwanza wacha nichukue nafasi hii niwakaribishe ninyi nyote, watoto wetu, wanafunzi kutoka sehemu mbalimbali. Karibuni sana katika sherehe hii ya muhimu. Distinguished participants, leaders present, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Hamjambo. For the past 12 days, culminating in this state concert, we have witnessed an extraordinary display of talent, imagination, and creativity, an inspiring celebration of culture that reflects the very soul, spirit, and limitless potential of our nation at its best. As you know, storytelling has always been and continues to be the heart of our cultural vibrancy. From the rich oral narratives shared by our ancestors to the performances we see today on our stages and across our screens. Stories have defined who we are. They have carried our values from one generation to the next, preserved our heritage, and bound us together as a people, strengthening the fabric of our society. Today, a new generation is carrying this tradition forward by embracing both creativity and technology to protect our cultural vitality and project it to the world. But even more critically, across the world, the creative industry, including drama, music, and film, is taking on a new and far more powerful meaning. It is no longer just space for artistic expression or entertainment. It has become a formidable source of income and economic activity. With the rapid advancement of digital technologies, including artificial intelligence, every individual with access to a phone and the internet has the world at their stage. From wherever they are, they can create, share their work globally, build influence, and earn a living from their creativity. That is the reality in which we operate today. Creativity is no longer just a hobby, as it may have been in the past. It's now one of the fastest growing sectors of the global economy. By some estimates, the creative economy is today valued at over US $250 billion, with projections that it could exceed 65 trillion Kenya shillings by 2030. Across the world, more than 200 million creators are producing content, with platforms such as YouTube hosting tens of millions. Millions of others, including many here in Kenya, are actively using platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, not only to create and share content, but also to earn a living from their creativity. This is a tremendous opportunity that young people must be prepared to seize. It is not enough to simply recognize it. We must equip ourselves and step forward with confidence, as I have seen in young people like Talasha here, and ambition to fully realize its potential. As government, we have recognized that drama and film are not merely co-curricular activities. They are integral to holistic development, equipping Kenya's youth with the skills, creativity, and confidence needed to thrive in the opportunities and challenges of the 21st century. I agree with those who said, without this, kingeumana. Our commitment to the competence-based education and training system reinforces this vision. By recognizing multiple capabilities and nurturing diverse talents, we are equipping learners with critical thinking, collaboration, communication, and problem-solving skills. Ladies and gentlemen, in our midst here, to demonstrate the power and the influence and the business aspects and acumen and opportunities that art present, President Emmanuel Macron and I will be hosting the world's best artists here in Nairobi on 11th and 12th next year. In fact, the company that has been assigned to mobilize artists from around the globe, Trace, I'm told the CEO is in our midst. If the CEO is here, right there. The CEO of Trace is in our midst, and our good friend Ted. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Welcome to Nairobi, and we are looking forward to a wonderful concert at the close of the French Africa Summit that will be hosted here, that I will be hosting on the 11th and 12th of next month, with participation from all countries in our continent, including France. Today, we are taking the Drama and Film Festival into the digital era. Summer Play is not just another online platform. It is where talent meets opportunity, where creativity is not only showcased, but also monetized. It will market the incredible work emerging from this festival and connect schools and the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development directly to the creative economy. This year, we piloted at the national level, and the results have been very encouraging. Next year, we will roll it out to the regional levels and thereafter to the grassroots. Beyond this, the same model will be extended to sports and the annual Kenya Science and Engineering Fair, ensuring that every talent has a platform to grow. To ensure that those in the creative economy earn their rightful returns, we have also taken a major step by migrating the collection and distribution of music royalties onto e-Citizen. This is a bold and transformative reform. For too long, royalty collection has lacked transparency, and that is a statement of fact. In one instance, for example, a collective management organization collected 109 million Kenya shillings on behalf of artists, but distributed only 13 million. This means that the rightful beneficiaries, the artists, only received 12%, while the cartels, the middlemen, the brokers, and everybody in between took the rest. That is not only unfair, but it is also unjust. Today, we are correcting that, making sure that collection of royalties happens on a transparent platform, so that it is possible to know how much money has been collected. And it is open to everybody. And it is also possible to know how it has been distributed between all the stakeholders. And it is my position that the rightful owners of royalties are the artists, not the people collecting, not all the other people. They should just earn a small percentage. The rest of the money should go to the people who actually take time, spend many hours to make sure that they perform well. Today also, we have put in place a transparent and accountable system to end this exploitation. We are proud to have corrected this imbalance in favor of our artists. Their hard work will no longer be taken advantage of by other people. I'm also pleased to announce that the Public Service Commission has approved the staff structure for the State Department of Creative Economy. Soon, we will be bringing in your talent and expertise into government service to help drive this vision forward. We will be looking out for artists, people with the expertise, people with the knowledge, people who are in the mix of things, to work on the side of government to make sure that the creative industry receives correct, adequate government attention. The Creative Economy Bill 2026, now before Parliament, will anchor the sector, establish a fund to support creatives, expand access to financing, and create institutions to professionalize the industry. It will also enable government to invest in large-scale productions, because telling our own stories at scale is no longer optional. It is an imperative and a necessity. Next month, I will join our creators as they walk the red carpet at the Kalasha Awards, an occasion that celebrates the very best of Kenyan film and storytelling. I'm looking forward to that occasion. I can't wait. In recognition of the immense talent we have witnessed here today, I have directed the Kenya Film Commission to introduce at the Kalasha Awards a dedicated category for student films, particularly those emerging from festivals such as this, so that our young storytellers can be seen. You know, do you remember Riziki here with the gari? Mnakumbuka hapa Riziki? Yes. So that we can celebrate younger artists like Riziki and others, and also inspire them to even aim higher. Equally, Kalasha Awards should extend this recognition to our digital content creators who are shaping the future of storytelling in our country. Our young creatives deserve recognition at every stage, including the biggest stages we have. Distinguished participants, the government recognizes that storytelling is today the most powerful form of communication. That is why I have directed the Ministry of ICT through the Government Advertising Agency to work more closely with content creators. To reinforce this effort, I have told the Chair and Executive Committee of this festival to collaborate with my office in exploring ways to attract more government-themed sponsorship, so that these platforms can be better supported and more effectively utilized to communicate with Kenyans. While traditional advertising remains relevant, we must adapt and communicate in ways that are authentic, relatable, and impactful. We have spoken for long about allocating 30% of government advertising to creatives. This year, I expect measurable progress. I've directed that monthly reports be submitted and that this commitment be integrated into performance contracting. If we are willing to invest heavily in advertising, then we must do so on platforms that shape minds and culture. We must channel resources into drama and music festivals, and even into branding spaces within our school systems where young people learn, engage, and influence one another. I agree with the chair of this great event that there is need for greater predictability in funding this major event. I am informed that from the grassroots, the people who have participated in the initials, all the way at the grassroots, around 4 million young people have been involved. and at the national event, the one that is culminating today, about 20,000. That is big. And because we have now finally agreed on the 3 pathways under the competence-based education, this is no longer a co-curricular activity. This has to be mainstreamed into government budgeting. I know we have friends and partners who have worked with us, who have supported this event all along, and I want to, on behalf of the children of Kenya and government of Kenya, to appreciate the partners that have supported this festival. But I want now to transition that this now becomes a budgetary item in the Ministry of Education to make sure that there is predictable funding and to make sure that this, having been mainstreamed into the competence-based education as a learning pathway, that the adequate resources be funded and be found and be included in the budgeting process. These festivals are living classrooms of creativity, bringing together some of the most gifted young scripters, performers, and storytellers. However, there has been growing tension on how to integrate independent creatives into the system. You remember those people called Mamluki? The people who are good creatives, but they are not necessarily in the school system because either they are products of what we see here today, but they are neither teachers or in the school system. I want to ask that these good people should not be excluded. Rather, they should be mainstreamed. They should be mainstreamed within festival cycles because they are not teachers and are not registered by the Teachers Commission, Teacher Service Commission, and sometimes they have operated in very unclear spaces. While this raises legitimate concerns about standards and student welfare, it is equally true that they have significantly enriched this festival in many ways. These creatives, in many ways, are the very product of this festival. They have elevated performances, sharpened scripts, and transformed this platform into a vital seasonal source of employment for many young talents. It would be inconsistent for this festival to invest in training, nurturing, and developing this talent only to leave it without a clear pathway for growth and inclusion. Therefore, though the challenge before us is not whether to include them, but how to do so responsibly, we must strike a balance that protects students, upholds standards, and creates pathways for employment and growth. I therefore call upon KICD, the Kenya Cultural Center, the Festival Executive Committees, and relevant ministries to develop clear guidelines for vetting, upgrading, and engaging these talents. Let us build a system that is both safe and enabling, one that recognizes talent, nurtures it, and gives it legitimate space to operate and to contribute to our collective success. So, hawa mamluki mtawatafuta, lakini muwapange vizuri so that we can also include their contribution, bring on board their expertise and talent, but in a way that is organized and in a way that is predictable and that maintains standards and also keeps our students and children safe. I know that this is a very robust space in music and art and drama and film, and that is how it should be.